You know, I just want to thank people who've gotten me. I got this uh, in the mail. This was not on my Amazon wish list. So whoever sent this to me, thank you. The problem with this though is some of these colors are kind of like have an orangey tone to them, and I'm a winter. So, but most of this, I'm wearing the lipstick right now, along with some of my lip liner and stuff that I have. But looks like I don't wear that much makeup, so it looks like I've got enough lipstick to last till the rapture. This is like a $60 to $80 value. So somebody sent this to me, and I thank you very much, whoever you were. They're anonymous. So I don't wear that much makeup. So um, these are actually, most of these look like they could be winter colors, like that would be the blue reds. But some of these here kind of orangey, and I tried them and they don't look good on me. So what I think I'm going to do with these is maybe I'll use them for root or something. I don't know. Thank you. Now, this was like a couple days ago when I got that. Today, I got this. Now, what's really interesting is one of my fans, Mr. Foster, told me that he ordered two hymnals for me, and I got one hymnal, and that's why I've been able to play on the piano the It Is Well and So Send I You. Another hymnal, apparently Loree McBride noticed how much feeling I put into my singing, and she said, "Boy, some people are going to believe that Brent really heard Gail sing, and they're going to believe that he fell in love with her because she really puts her whole heart and soul into her singing." Loree McBride is incapable of singing anything worth a flip because her inside is she's like a black widow spider on the inside. She's evil. So anything that she sings, she can't fake it. One thing about singing, if you're an evil person, it's kind of hard to sing good. It is. It's just, I mean, unless you sing a wicked song. But I mean, it's kind of hard to sing hymns good if you're an evil person. So apparently, she finds my hymn playing a threat, my piano playing and singing a threat. And so the second hymnal that Mr. Foster ordered for me, he ordered it like 3 weeks ago, and I never got it. And he says, "I'm not one to believe in conspiracies, but I've noticed that it just disappeared off the radar." They said it was started off in Pennsylvania, then I think it went to, he said, Atlanta next, and he says it just disappeared. He said, "I'm not one to believe in conspiracies, but that's kind of strange. But Mr. Foster, get your money back on that." He said he's reordered that from another source. I've given him my address because I trust him. But let me tell you what I got. I personally think Loree McBride Jesuit doesn't want me to get the second hymnal because she thought, oh my God. She doesn't want me to get anything that'll help me with my piano playing or that will help me to reproduce what I sent to Brent in 1990 that made him fall head over heels in love with me. And, as right after I sent him the cassette tape of my piano, my hymns, where I played the piano and sang, he started "Oh Yellow Eyes Is Back." So I know he made that for me. And he even told me he did. Here's what I got today in the mail. I knew it wasn't the other hymnal because I could tell it was a paperback. And a paperback hymnal will not do me any good on the piano because it won't stay open. And I was right. This is, I believe, a joke from a Loree McBride Jesuit. Loree McBride Jesuits, when you send me things, and I don't know if you sent me that lipstick or not. I don't think so because I don't think Loree would be willing to spend $60 on me. That's the Clinique set there. She wouldn't be willing. So it was probably from somebody who was a genuine supporter of mine. But this one definitely came from a Loree McBride Jesuit. The book's even used. It's got dog ears. It's like, here's the back. It's about it looks like it's about a woman who's half Asian, like I am, who got murdered. Murdered! Murdered! But her killer got away with it. And the whole story is about a mother's goal to avenge her murderer. And there's a nurse involved in this, which makes me suspect my evil sister might be behind this. My sister's a nurse. She has a master's degree in public health, a bachelor of science degree in nursing. Um, and my mother worships her for that. She graduated summa cum laude, which I was really proud of her for, but I'm not proud of the fact that she uses her brains for the devil. My men actually visited her in her house. Her name is Sandra Metcalf, by the way. And they visited her and said, we're for real. We're Gail's marriage list. And so she knows that they're for real. And she's right now BFF with Loree McBride. And I suspect she's behind this book. It's about somebody who was murdered, and some local man. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to read this. I was tempted to throw this out, but I thought, you know what? Let's keep it for evidence. So you guys, if you want to come into my apartment and pick this up for evidence, you're welcome to. If the book's suddenly missing one day, then I'll know why. Sometimes that happens. They use transporter technology to come in my apartment, and they take stuff out of my apartment that they don't think is safe for me. But I'm going to keep it. But please don't waste your time sending me that stuff. You're thinking, oh, you should be so scared. The murderer's dropping a hint that he plans on killing you. You know what? The Jesuits have been trying to kill me ever since Brent Spiner came into my life. I mean, Loree McBride almost burned down my mobile home in 1998. She blames it on my son, but I was there, and he was helping me put out the fires. I mean, I'm the smartest woman in the world, and that includes emotional IQ. You know what happened to me in Seattle in 1999? Let me tell you, right after I decided to forgive Brent Spiner for Loree McBride, when I figured out she was a Vatican agent whose job it was to cause problems between me and Brent Spiner, did you know 1 month after I got on the phone, he had a wiretap on my phone, and I told Brent, I said, Brent, I want you to expose Loree McBride on Los Angeles News. Expose Loree McBride on Los Angeles News that she's a Vatican agent. I think he was actually planning on doing that. The next day, an Alaska Airlines jet crashed head down into the Pacific Ocean. It would have eclipsed any news coming out of Los Angeles because it happened right off of Oxnard in Ventura County. I actually found the Lord there in 1971 when Ronald Reagan was governor of California, and California was a good state back then. So it happened very close to the place where I accepted the Lord. And you say, oh, that's a coincidence. Oh yeah, coincidence. And then when Brent Spiner was about to board a jet to come out to Florida because he was going to buy a home in Daytona Beach, and he was going to try to marry me then. Guess what? 9/11 happened. You say, oh, that's a coincidence. And how do you know Brent Spiner tried to do that? Well, it's true. It happened. Brent Spiner told me. 9/11 happened. That was like Loree saying, you go get Gail and you're going to be dead. You would say, oh, you should be so scared. You're being trolled. And the people that troll you are dropping a hint that they plan on killing you. And that's why, actually, you know what I think? I think my sister might be behind this because a nurse is one of the characters. And it's like the whole story is about a mother who wants to avenge the death of her daughter. And I know my sister is telling my mother a bunch of malarkey that these people who claim to be Brent Spiner and Trance Jenkins are actually dangerous trolls, and that I'm crazy and I can't see that. And she's trying to stick up for my mother. I guess what she said. Sandra, if you sent this to me, shame on you. You know that I'm not being trolled. You know it. And this, I don't know. I mean, how dumb do these people think I am? I wasn't born yesterday. I'm able to see that 1 + 1 = 2. I mean, Alaska Airlines jet crashing the next day after I tell Brent to expose Loree in Los Angeles. 9/11 happens when Brent Spiner tries to come to marry me. I mean, come on, folks. I wasn't born yesterday, okay? I got a brain. I can observe around. And then even today, as soon as I go out the door, it's like everybody jumps on me. You're saying, oh, you're hallucinating. Oh, yeah, I'm hallucinating. I get in the car, and all of a sudden, all these cars start intersecting with me. It's like I back out, and then they'll have a car parked next to me that has darkened windows, and it's huge and humongous. So I have to back out really slow in case, and then a car goes right behind me when I'm backing out. Oh, come on. That happens to me a lot. I'm a very defensive driver, and I wear a tinfoil hat when I drive because she uses brain control on me too. Oh, that's a coincidence. So when I go out on the road, everybody being timed to bump into me with precision timing, and they're like, pew, we're coming out of nowhere. Yeah, that's a coincidence. I already know you're obsessed with me, Loree McBride. She's not going to kill me. Now, if I married Brent now, which isn't God's time, she might. That's why he can't marry me. Because he know that, you know how she's maintained her relationship with Brent? By death threats on me. Nothing else will work because he can't stand her. He's a down-to-earth, humble guy who doesn't give a flip about fame. He doesn't. He doesn't give a flip about fame. He became an actor because he loves the craft. And it was just time and chance or luck that he got that starring role in Star Trek The Next Generation. And Loree McBride's all obsessed with being famous and a celebrity wife. Brent could care less. Now, the clone cares about that because the only reason he stays with Loree McBride is because she pays him good. He does it all for the money. And he's stealing the real Brent's money. But the real Brent Spiner, he's a down-to-earth, humble guy. He does his acting because he loves the craft. For the same reason that I write and make these videos. It's for the love of craft, okay? So, you know, this isn't going to work. And, you know, one time when, like I said, when I lived in Seattle in 1999, this was like a couple months after I reinstated Brent into my life, I heard a gunshot outside my window and I could hear the bullet ricochet off of like the tin roof. I had a second floor window that opened up onto a roof next door, and I heard the bullet go off the roof. You know what I did? I got on the phone and I said, hello, Loree, you filthy Jesuit. So you just had somebody shoot a bullet off of my roof. That was like 5 minutes ago. Guess what? I'm going to go outside and walk my dog now. And that's exactly what I did. I said, I'm not scared of your bullets. You're not scared. And by the way, I dare you. I dare you to kill me. I dare you. So I went out and I walked it and I took my time. I took my stinking time. I walked that dog everywhere. That was my husband's dog, but I walked that dog everywhere. And then I came back and she didn't shoot me. You say, well, why didn't she? Well, I think my whole apartment was bugged, and if she shot me, I don't know. I don't think it would have worked out very good. Same thing. You know, after what I've been through with 9/11, and then one time I lived in Tallahassee, and the Jesuits there was a Jesuit who lived next door to me. He was a heroin addict, and I heard gunshots. So I called the police. I said, there's been a shootout next door. There might be a body in there. And you know what I did so that they wouldn't freak me out? I put on musicals like Singing in the Rain, Singing in the Rain. I played it full blast, knowing there was probably a body next door. And I just did that. And I had called the police. I had to go to work. At that time, I worked at Burdines. So for 2 hours, this is what you're dealing with, Jesuit. You're not going to spook me out with this. I've been through a lot, man. I know what you guys are like. So I played Singing in the Rain, Singing in the Rain. Da, da, put on G, la, 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 la. And then I put on Oklahoma. I put on all these musicals. There was a body next door. When I left to go to work, all these police cars were waiting outside. They were waiting for me to leave my apartment. There was a body next door. The Jesuits did that. You say, why'd they do it? I have no idea. I lived next door. He was a heroin addict. He apparently shot somebody. In the news a couple days later, they said a mysterious body showed up in a motel somewhere. I bet what they did is they got that body and they moved it and put it in a motel. So you're not going to freak me out. You don't freak me out with this stuff. Besides, if you killed me, you know what would happen? The Gabriel Chana Fox News Channel would go 100% mainstream. All the mainstream broadcasts would be interrupted, and they'd all say, Loree McBride killed Gail, Chord, Schuler, and all of the men on her marriage list have committed suicide. And guess what, Loree? I'd be up in heaven having a party because you'd be arrested. the evidence against you would be overwhelming. The only reason Gabriel Ton or Fox News is not mainstream is they protect me. But you kill me, and it's going to go mainstream, and your dirty butt will be exposed.